This trading week is memorable because three powerful central banks such as the US Fed, the ECB and the Bank of England are due to make pivotal policy decisions. So major currency pairs have been oscillating in high ranges ahead of the policy updates. The fierce fight between bulls and bears will cause major pairs to smash one of their borders. What direction will market quotes take after the breakout? Let's discuss it in our video calendar on InstaForex TV channel. Apparently, market sentiment on Thursday still depends on the information unveiled in the press conference following the policy meeting of the Federal Open Market Committee. Apart from that, the economic calendar reminds traders of some important reports. On December 16, during the European session, experts at the market think tank will release a batch of preliminary PMIs on developed global economies. Investors will focus on the indicators for the Eurozone, the UK and the US. Analysts suppose that business activity could have slowed down in all economic sectors of the above-said countries. It means that the major global economies might be losing momentum. Perhaps this information will benefit the safe haven assets, so the US dollar will have an excuse to assert strength across the board. No doubt the outcome of the ECB's and the Bank of England's policy meetings will have the most impact on market sentiment. Unlike the ECB, which is widely expected to stick to its dovish rhetoric, the Bank of England might cause a surprise. On Wednesday, the report showed that inflation in the UK climbed to a 10-year high in November. So the central bank will have to decide whether to tighten monetary policy. Of course, we remember that Governor Andrew Bailey promised to warn about a rate hike half a year in advance. The Monetary Policy Committee will hardly raise interest rates in December, though they are likely to shift to hawkish rhetoric and signal that a rate hike is high on the agenda. We should bear in mind that the British government imposed some COVID restrictions the other day that caught investors off guard. Traders will respond sharply to the central bank's decisions. On Friday, December 17th, traders will take notice of other macroeconomic data from the United Kingdom, the retail sales for November. In the previous report, retail sales logged a long-awaited increase. The monthly reading entered the positive territory for the first time in the last 6 months. Retail sales are expected to grow by 0.8% or even stronger on a month in November, so the positive dynamic is going on. A revival in consumer activity will push the annual rate to minus 0.3%, close to the zero level. These metrics are bullish for the pound sterling. Traders will shape their sentiment on the single European currency through a business climate survey for Germany. The forecast is rather gloomy because entrepreneurs in the largest European economy express fears the Omicron variant might cause new restrictions and partial lockdown in Europe and worldwide. As a result, such concerns affected the business sentiment index in December that slipped to 95.3. Apparently, with this information, investors will hardly be poised to buy the euro. Keep close tabs on market developments and watch our daily video news. Subscribe to the InstaForex TV channel and leave your comments.